MetaTrader 4 winning strategy. This strategy is meant for MetaTrader 4 and not MetaTrader 5. You cannot use this on the right platform. But before you place any trade, make sure you check Forex Factory to see if there's any news that is against or that is going to come out for the pairs you want to trade. For instance, I am on Euro USD right now. Make sure you check the news for Euro and USD. If there's no any news for USE, then you can trade that particular pairs, and make sure you do not trade that pairs either 30 minutes before the news or 30 minutes after, and make sure you check Forex Factory and check the news before you place your trade. Welcome to Profiting Forex Trading channel. I would like to show you this simple strategy, and this is how I use this indicator. Now, do not take any trade when this red candle is still forming, because the candle will keep on pushing it up or down, depends on the direction of the market at that particular time. Here, this is a buy, this is a sell signal generated out here, but please do not take that particular trade until the candle close. This red green arrow does not repaint. The green arrow does not repaint, but the red arrow do repaint, and you have to wait for the candle to close before you take any trade. And make sure you only trade when you have the other indicator in the indicator windows in agreement before you place your trade. Make sure all the Forex tools or Forex indicator I'm using agree before you place your trade. Now let me show you this particular setup. Here we have a set setup here. At this particular point, we have the two arrow present here, and at this point at the indicator window we have this in agreement also, so you can place your trade for a set. This is a valid trade. And here we have this arrow, though the red arrow is missing here, but we have this in agreement too, so you can place your trade, and the stop loss will just be few pips below the previous low, so you can minimize your loss. And this is how I use this particular strategy. Here is another sell here, but at this particular point we do not have any confirmation, and so this is invalid. This particular setup is invalid at this particular point. Now let's check the history. Here we have another setup here for a sell, and we are not going to take this trade until this particular point when we have these two indicators in agreement, and at this point too we have this in agreement also. So this is how to use this particular strategy. Just make sure they are all in agreement, or at least two of these indicators are in agreement before you place your trade on MetaTrader 4 or MT4 platform. And before you use any platform, make sure you check out their demo account. Make sure you open demo account and practice all these indicators or Forex tools on that MetaTrader 4 brokers before you put your hard-earned money. So some links in my video description for some of the broker that I use, and I do not have issue with them. You can check the brokers out and see if it is allowed in your location. Now let me show you the setting for every indicator I use for this particular strategy. And here's the first indicators, and here are the colors for this particular indicators. And the only thing you have to change here is the color. Beside that, you do not need to change any other thing. Just click OK when you are done. And the second indicator is this indicator, and this is how I set it up: black, lime and red. If you want to change the other color, you can do that. And here is the value. Just make sure you enter it and set it up accordingly. And the third indicator here is this particular indicator also, and here are the color, and then beside that there's nothing you have to change, and click Okay, and the last indicator on the indicators window is this particular indicator, SEF indicator. This is how to set it up. This is the value and the period is 12. You can pause the video and enter the detail accordingly. Beside that, I do not use any other indicator. So this is how to use this particular strategy. Make sure you set it up and practice it on your MetaTrader 4 demo account before you go live. You can use this on any forex pair at all, either indices, gold, or any pairs. Make sure you give me a thumb up. And if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, kindly do so right now. The download link to these particular indicators that I use for this MetaTrader 4 strategy is in the video description. Make sure you check it out. Till I come your way again, I remain your fellow trader, Joe, and bye for now.